Mm. Howdy doody, folks. Howdy doody indeed. Another cold, wet, miserable day outside. This is not spring. This is shit weather. How you guys doing? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do is then the solitaire mission. This is going to be part of my rule set for a bridge too far, and this is gonna be the first one of 4 missions that I have to play test still before I can call this rule set a wrap. I got one of my players still doing one of the campaigns for me, and I think once that's done, we'll probably call it, like I said, a wrap and turn this puppy in. I'm aiming for mid-June, and hopefully that goes off without a hitch. So once these missions get tested, like I said, it'll be a good day, and I can put this one to wrap. So this one's probing the defenses. Now, if you've seen Solitaire play, this is kind of a small area. There's going to be a lot of shit going on here, and reason I say that is because I've got 52 suspects. I have a high activation check number of 4, which is going to be ridiculous, and there's not a lot of real estate for them to hide in. So there's going to be a lot of activations going on here, and I'm hoping I got enough units to start blasting them. So let's get right into it, and we'll see what we can generate. All right, so first things, as always, let's line up our dudes. So we get D4 plus 3 guys coming on every turn. Oh, Jesus, right off the bat. So this is a group of 10 here. Come on, mouse, cooperate. Plus 3. I can see it's going to be one of those buggy kind of days. All right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what we're going to do is use our random dice roller for 9. 1 die, 9 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys can't see what I'm doing here. It's in the chat window, but there's a little extension here that gets you random number of dice sides. So I'm using 9 here and just using that. So we're going to get a whole bunch more because I'm going to have to do some rerolls, I have no doubt. A lot of 9s already. Let's do one more, and then we'll start putting them down. All right, so we have 8. Let's start counting down from the bottom. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can see this is going to be an irritating day because my mouse is not working. 2, 3. That'll be 6, 5, 4, 1, another 9. We got a 4, another 9. Nope, can't do that. 2 7s, 1, 2, and then one more. Uh, 5. All right, so there we go. We have our start. Let's do wind change. No wind, and we can start moving right into the prep fire phase. All right, so looking at the MSRs, what do we have? Ammunition shortage level is not in effect right now. It's only 18 a.m. because the British are attacking. Walk wounded not in effect. Artillery strike is in effect, and unfortunately, because the British don't have artillery yet, they don't get that right now. Actually, I have to write this in here. British don't get it because they don't get artillery until 18 p.m. for the campaign. So, and we have a +1 low visibility DRM for the first returns. Not going to help my shots at all. Nothing crazy, and yeah, we just go for it. All right, so basically the victory conditions are simple: kill things, and the British get VP for killing the AFVs, of which I have 3. So I'm going to have to get those out of the line of fire as much as possible. And the rest of it is casualties earned. So I have 658s for the most part, a couple of half squads, and we should be getting a lot of victory points, but we're going to see how this goes. Now, this is a playtest, so we don't know how this is going to pan out. Let's go right to move, and we'll do the first guy. Comes up on the hill for 1. Orchard's in season, so I can't even see the guy. This will be 2. This will be 3. You'll see my tank, so he's going to be activated right there. All right, 4 is an activation. What do we get? 7. 7 is nothing. That's a great number to start with. Let's bring in some counters here to count our kills and dummies and such. All right, next guy up. Let's do this properly. No, we're gonna roll randomly to see which way they come. 1 to 3 will be to the north. So he heads to the north for 1, 2, 3. Again, activation. Once more. What do we get? We get a 10 this time. Squad leader. Squad 10 and a 9. Now, no modifiers apply, so we're getting straight up. We're going to get 2 4 5 8s. And a leader. An 8. Minus, no, we're not commandos. We're not assault engineers, no modifiers apply. 8 gets us an 8-0 leader. And right off the bat, we're going to fire our machine guns. It's going to be an 8 down 2 with a +1 for low visibility, so it'll be an 8 down 1. 6 on the 8 is going to be a 1 check. Oh, I forgot to put snipers down. As always, we always forget that. Sniper is 4 for the British. All right, so we need a 1 check, we said, right? So 1 check for the leader. 4 5 8 broken, and Axis sniper. There we go. So this guy's broken. Sniper, no sniper. All right, so that's 1 2 3. Let's move these guys behind the building, get them out of the line of fire. We first fired our coax and bow. I suppose I could have fired my main cannon. and we would have had 4 residual in that location. Um, One, two, three, four. We'll come in here for 6. Next up, we're going to go north for 1. Come here for 2. That'll be 3, 4. We can enter this location for 5, 6. This guy here is going to be coming this way. It's going to be blocked line of sight because of this frickin' hedge in this wall. That's unfortunate. All right, so that's 1. This is going to be 2. Now we'll get line of sight. We are going to fire at him right away, so let's just drop concealment now. We want to bust them as soon as possible because we want to slow them down. And the more residual fire we can get, the better. Now, do I want to do a fire lane? I can drop it into these hexes up here. The lower hexes will be blocked again because of these walls, but said 15, 15 up here could get all residual fire from a fire lane. Not that it's not really going to affect anything because only these guys here are going to be hit by it. No, I don't think I will. All right, let's see what's here. We have a 3. We roll at 6. 6 gets us a half squad. And it's going to be a... Uh, 6, 4, 8, 1 commando and sapper. Die roll less than 3. All right, so we have a commando finally. Half squad, 6, 4, 8 half squad. I have to change my mouse. I can't handle this. It's driving me crazy. All right, now that is only a half squad. However, if we can take it out, at least we can leave residual there. Yeah, let's do a fire lane. We'll do a fire lane for 2 firepower. Well, it'll be 1 residual fire lane, and we'll do an original 2 firepower attack. We're not going to fire the squad. All right, so this is going to get hit with 2 firepower with a -1 because of the night. 5 on the 2 should be an NMC, and he's going to be pinned in that location, which I guess is okay. And that'll leave 1 residual in that location too. Or no, it wouldn't leave residual because it's a fire lane, right? I don't think fire lanes leave residual, do they? I always forget to use fire lanes, so I'm really rusty on fire lanes. Yeah, yeah, it is. Okay, so it does lit. All right. So we're going to get a one residual fire in that lane. That's great. And now we can do this guy here. And he's going to be stepping up to the north for one. No line of sight because of the orchard. He's going to be coming this way for three. They'll activate him. And we're going to get a 7, which is a dummy. This guy here. Going to head right into this one. This will be blocked, so he's not going to be hit by it. And we're going to come into here for 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like we're going to be safe. Will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. We might get a shot here. I can temporarily drop that. That would bust this guy's concealment. This guy as well, actually. No, that'd probably be blocked by that. This guy would be seen. Let's do a concealment check. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to bust this guy's concealment, temporarily reveal myself, and then this guy will be activated as a 4, and a 4 is squad support weapon leader. Now he's going to pop smoke in that location. So we have a squad support weapon and a leader. So it's going to be a 4, 5, 8. We have a support weapon is a 6, which is a light mortar. 1 or 2. So we're going to switch it up for a 2, 2, 8. And get him a light mortar. And then we will give him a leader, which is a 7, gets us an 8, 1. Hey, Bugs, top of the morning to you, buddy. And we're not going to shoot. That was 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't have enough move to continue, and so he's done. How's your Saturday morning panning out? This guy here is going to go 2, 4, 5, 6. Activated. Yeah, raining all morning. Yeah, it's been looming all over us all day. It's kind of warmer outside than it is inside the house, actually, but yeah, it's been looming all day. All right, so we have an activation. We get a -1 because of adjacent unit. And we get a 6 again, which is another half squad, which is going to be a 648 half squad, possibly commando. Yeah. This guy's commando. Ready. And then this guy here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think you're going to be good. This guy is going to be forced to go this way for 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Yeah, I think you're going to be good all the way to here. All right, so that's it for the move. Defending fire, I don't really have much that hasn't already shot. I'm not going to waste more shots on that guy or that guy. Fencing fire, they're too far away. And route phase. Now you have to go somewhere, get out of that line of fire. Let's just low crawl 1 hex over here. Head for T16. I think it's a valid target because I can't see anything else. And that's fine. Get rid of some counters. And then we go advance. All right, so let's start down here. You have only one choice. Let's go into cover. The commando and the guy are going the same way. So we'll come this way. You're going to come this way, which is going to bust your concealment because of this guy here. So let's activate. No, 6 is a dummy. And 1 and 2. So one's going north, one's going south. You heading north. Orchard gave you some concealment from this guy. That's fine. And then the activated and non-activated, you guys are both heading to the north. All right, so that's not too bad for a first turn. They're getting really close. I need to get forward position so that I can bump them as soon as possible. If I get into Y17, unlikely, but you never know. I can hit him here in the open, which will be preferable. No close combat, and we go to my turn 1. All right. Yeah, pins come off. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do my command die roll in the back for those shots I took. It's kind of funny. All right, wind change, die roll. I got no reinforcements. No wind change. And let's do... you're going to keep your DM, so you're going to keep moving. Let's go to prep. All right, this tank here needs to make a command die roll, which he makes because they're SS and he's a tank, so we're going to be able to get a shot off. We'll use machine guns first. And we're going to be on the 8, 8 up 1. Come on, really? Coax, bow, Bow is gone. And I don't think I'm going to fire the half squad. It's too far away for one. And I want to move instead. No other shots. Let's go to move. All right. 9-2 command die roll. What a waste of a snake eyes. All right, we're going to assault move into Z16. You guys are going to go factory, so it's going to be 1, 2. British. Oh, I got to get the chart out. All right, so we're looking at +2. 0 is going to be 5 hex range. 4 is a +1. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, modifiers for activation, which means I have a lot of time and don't have to worry about that. All right, you were within 2 as well, so you can go 1, 2. You'll slide into here. No, you have to take your own command die roll. You'll slide into there. The half squad beside you is panicked. How do I do this now? Let's move you into here. You'll come into here. This mouse is pissing me off. You guys will hang out there. We'll throw in an 8-0 here to keep you company. You're going to hang out in the street with your Shrek. And you guys are fine back there to fire lane this way with the tanks. I think that's all I can really do to buffer the forward line and gives me some kind of fallback position. You guys are going to advance into these two locations and you're going to hammer them when they come into the open. Defending fire, they have no shots. I could do a 4 down to a 2 up 4, 5 with the low vis, so that's not going to do it. I could do that. That's not going to fly, so I'm not going to bother. And let's go advancing fire, which we have none. Route phase. Continue our route. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I just didn't make that whole route the last time. And then advance. You guys will come forward 1 hex. You'll slide up to there. And yeah, you'll come into here. You're going to stay back there. I think that's fine. All right, now we'll set ourselves up for the next attack. All right, now we need to set up for more attackers. This plus 3. 5, I can deal with 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. A repeat, so we'll do one more. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 2 7s. We have a 5, a 1, and a 2. All right. All right, fire commands. Do we have any firing to do? We have a self-rally. That comes off. And do we have any prep fire? Four, probably not. That would be down on the 2 with a +4. Not going to fly. Same issue down here. So let's go to move. We'll start with the top. This guy up here first. Which way is he going to go? He's going to head to the north right here. Be activated as a 5. Down 1 is a 4, so that means yes. And we have an 8, gives us a half squad. And it looks like it's going to be a possible commando. No, it's going to be a 648 half squad. All right, we'll start with this guy back here. We need an 8-1. He panicked, so the 658 is fine. And we can fire our that would be a 3 down 1 if I fire the machine gun. We'll just do the machine gun for now. Save the other ones for later. So let's do a 2 down 1. Okay, so a 1 down 1 is going to be a K1, which is enough to kill this guy. And no residual. All right, you have a move command. You guys are all advanced. Let's see what it says. Sometimes I refer to this chart here just for ideas. We want advanced attitude movement. We rolled a 11. Random roll each hex. Stop on entering with terrain +2 if target available. Well, we already have a target, so we don't need to do that. Less than helpful. In this case, we're just going to assault move forward until X or Y14. And we'll take our chances. Now, I'm going to fire this guy first. Once this 9-2 makes his command die roll. All right, he makes it, which means this 8-0 is now in command, which means this guy can now fire. So we'll drop that. Put our first fire on him. It's going to be a 12 up 4. All right, it's going to be no effect. Let's do a final. So it's going to be a 6 up 4. Not much better. And that leaves a 6 residual in that location. I can't really fire anything else because this is going to be coming down the road, and I cannot leave myself vulnerable like that. I'm going to have to wait till my defensive fire phase, see what happens to fire on that guy. So unfortunately, that's just going to have to wait. All right, let's do this guy here. He's going to come this way for 2, be activated. I rolled a 5. He is not activated because nobody's within 2. You. Up here. All right, that's good. That's good. More 6s I see, the better. All right, we have parity, 5 for 5. This guy here. Hit him in the open. I wouldn't mind that, unless I roll that. A lot of high numbers so far for the AC. You here. All right, you're going to take the sneak away. You're going to come here for 2. That would be 4. And this is going to be 6, which is going to activate you because this guy's going to temporarily reveal himself. All right, so what do we have? We have a 6, another 6. Wow. Okay. You do have a mortar, but a stone building just not going to work with a 50 millimeter. The 338 commando. And this is where the system breaks down for SASL is attacking. How do you attack across open ground with piecemeal units like this? It's very difficult to attack one at a time. It's very difficult to organize any kind of structure without giving it system a serious kind of hand. So what we're going to do is we're not going to attack yet. We're going to wait. We're going to wait to see what this guy does. And maybe we can coordinate some kind of effort. Activated. Maybe get an AFV. Well, no, wait, it's British. Not going to get AFVs, so hopefully gets, yeah, half squad. Really? All right, that's going to be another possible commando. It is a commando 338. So that was 1. Now, what do we do here? Normally you would stop, or I could keep going. If I keep going, I'm going to get shot up. As a defender, would I drop my concealment and shoot? Probably. Let's do that. We'll drop this guy. First of all, command die roll. Can he do anything? Yes, he can act. Let's drop this. We're going to do a 6 down 1. All right, no effect. Well, it's a pinning. And he's pinned. All right, so that makes that easy. First fire for him. And then we can do the guys come from off board. So first up, we're going to come in this way. That would be activated. Maybe. No, it would not. I take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, that would be activated. -1 for adjacent unit, and coming in as a 9, decent number, I think. Gets us a squad with possible smoke. Squad's going to be a 648 commando, probably. Yes, 648 commando. With an automatic smoke placement. So we're going to smoke grenade off. That'll save our bacon. Now I could shoot, but again, it's going to be +2 with low visibility, +3 -1. So it's going to be up 2 on the 6. I think I'll take that shot. Let's do an up 2 on the 6. All right, well. And that would be 2 residual. 1, 2, 3. Let's go 4, 5 into here. This guy here, we forgot to move. You're going to come here for 1, 2. No, you're going to come here for 2, 3, 4. And you take the same route. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Temporarily reveal myself. Activate right there. As a 6 is another half squad. And this time, unfortunately, we're getting another 4, 5, 8. One, two, 3, 4, 5. So you're stuck there. I'm not going to shoot you guys. 2, 4, 5, and will be activated as a. Can we get a good roll? 3 is good. A carrier, squad with smoke, and a leader. All right, Squatty is a 648 commando. Oh wait, he's not. He's just a regular guy. Oh no, he's commando. And then leader is a 9. Commando is a -1. Is an 8. Gives us an 8-0 still. And we have a carrier A, I believe it is. Carrier A. All right, so that was a total of 2, 4, 5. Now we can't go any further. Yeah, we'll stay there. We'll get the wall protection from the hedge for now. We can always shoot at this guy later on the advancing fire. And then finally, you are going to go 1, 2, 3, get revealed as a 6. All right, 16 counters down, another 40 something to go. Defensive fire phase. All right, see if I can break this guy with this guy here. 6 up 4. No effect. Eight firepower +1 +3. Low vis is plus, oh Jesus, +6 +7. Down 2 would be a +5 on the 8. That's not going to work. Not going to work. Let's fire on these guys here. It's going to be a plus or a -1 on the 8. 5 on the 8 is a 2, so the A1 is pinned, a 338. Fine, and the crew is broken. You'll keep conceal, you can fire, and you're done. Actually, let's fire the main cannon. Yeah, you can see 9 hex range, so it's going to be a base 7. Base 7 to hit. Buttoned up is 6. Low vis is a 5 or less to hit. And I almost break that too. Alright, that's it for that. Advancing fire. Let's mow down these guys here with a 4. 4 up 4. No effect. Assault fire would get me a 4 up 6. No. Too far away. Alright, so nothing like that. Road phase. Leader's pinned, eh? Let's run back to there. And then we can do advanced phase. Do we want to go 1 to 2 odds? I don't think that's a good bet. Advanced phase. Let's come here. Let's go into the building. Let's keep with the hedge. Into the building. You guys are going to come together. And you guys are going to reform in the next phase. You guys will come here, pick up the mortar, maybe. And then we go close combat, none. And we're into the next turn. All right, wind change. We have wind change. We have a 4, which should mean that we get a mild breeze. Do we get a mild breeze? I want the 4 is direction change. However, the mild breeze is not blowing, so... All right, so yeah, it's no wind. I need a 5 or 6 to get a light breeze, so we have nothing. And self-rally for this guy, he needs a 4. And let's go fix our gun. Holy shit, we're back. All right, prep. Prep, fire. All right, I need a 9-2 here to be in command. And we'll start with this guy here, 12 up 4. Wait. How many turns is that? First 3 turns. So we still got 1 more turn after this for low visibility. 6 plus 4 is 10 is a pinning task check. So the 8-0. And the 4-5-8. No effect. This guy here is going to fire again, 12 up 4. No effect. We're going to fire 8 up 2, up 3. 8 up 1, or I should say. 8 up 1. 6 on the 8's of 1. Pinned. I think I need to give the British more Piat. I don't think the British have enough Piats in their orders of battle. I put it in there. I put a Piat in there. Make this a 4. I give him an extra chance of getting a Piat. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, I think that's better. Gives them. We need more Piats for the British. The Germans have so much armor, and to only give them one chance to have a Piat is not probably the best. All right. Back to the action at hand. Let's go to other preps. Oh, wait, we're going to recombine into a full-fledged squatty. And now I'm going to drop this. And we're going to fire. One squad's going to be here, the other one's going to be here. So we're going to do a 6 flat with the leadership. And a 6 up 1 over here. All right, so the 6 flat is a pinning task check on these guys. 1, 2, it's both pinned. Could have been better. And then a 6 up 1 on the other stack. 5 is a 2 check. So the 8, 0 and the 6, 4, 8. Yeah. Allied sniper. Well, that is not great. And then you need to make a command die roll. What you do, 6 up 1. No effect. Alrighty, let's try this again. Command die roll for the tank. And 8 up 1 against the infantry. 9 on the 8 is a pinning task check, already pinned, and the main cannon. Didn't keep my acquisition last time, so it's going to be 7 or less to hit, and that will hit. We have rate, and we're going to be on the 4 table. 7, I think 50 is 4, isn't it? No, 6 table. 7 on the is NMC leader and the squatty. Next shot is a critical. Who gets it? Leader, squad. Squad gets it. So on the IFT, we have a 9. Come on, man. On the 12, we have an NMC and a miss versus the leader. Heat of battle. Well, British and Elite is a -2. So that is a 6 hero created. And he's battle hardened. Wow. Not what I really wanted to see. Let's try it again. That's going to hit. No, it's not. It's going to be a plus or -1 total. That's going to miss. And yeah, you're done. All right, moving phase. We need to move. Yeah, let's get this guy moving. We're going to move the infantry 1 hex to here. Half squads will stay for now. All right, and defending fire. This guy here. Let's fire here with an 8 up 4. This guy, 6 up 4. Pin, fire, not going to worry about it, not for you. This is going to be a 6 up 4. And you, that would be a 2 up 3. All right, advancing fire, none, and road phase. Except for the advance. I really want to jump on this guy, but on the other hand, I really don't want to. Close combat's always iffy. You don't want to necessarily jump in if you don't have to. All right, so let's just go to the British turn 3. Last turn for the low vis. Then we get rid of the pins. All right, once more, this up 3. 14 of them now. Come on, man. Really? 10, 12, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right. So we have a 2, 2 3s, a 4, a 6, a 1, a 5, 7, 4, 7, 1, 6, 9 all by your lonesome, and a 3 check, 6 check, put it there. All right. More reinforcements are on the way. Self-rally this good dude and the crew. Well, bye-bye. All right, forgot the wind change. 6, they get an RE. That's not good. All right, what do they get? They get 64. Command confusion. Great. That's what I need. Command dire will suffer a +1 DRM. Ugh, that's not what I wanted to see. So I have a +1 to all my command die rolls. Ave Marias. Alrighty, let's go with prep fire phase. And we'll start with you. That's a fire command. Actually, that's a move command, but you're surrounded by enemies, so you're going to shoot instead. Let's take on the leader with a 12, or wrong, 8 up 4. No effect. You. That's a fire command. Let's do a 6 up 4. You're going to move you. That's a move. No, that's a fire command, but you're useless with the 2 firepower, so we're going to move you instead. You here. Again, same with you. This guy. Yeah, you're going to have to move. And, of course, the heroic dude will be moving as well. And the carrier is not panicking. He's moving. All right, which way is that guy going? 1 to 3 is to the north, so he's heading to the south. Kerching. Activation check. 5 minus 1 is enough. And we have an 11. Another carrier with a support weapon. Carrier and support weapon. That is incorrect. There should be carrier with a squad. Carrier with a squad. All right, carrier squad, I should say, 8 is going to be a 458 with one of these. And a support weapon, which is a 5, and we said we changed it a bit. 5 is a Piat, which is what we need because we have tanks to our front. Now I have to kill him. All right. Well, I can't use this guy. He can't see. You can't see because of this wall. You might be able to, but I don't want to risk it. I think we'll just use the 9-2, and then I can subsequent first fire these guys here. These guys are going to be safe for that. So let's do a 8 firepower +1 for the orchard, 2 for the wall. I guess you get a wall advantage from both locations, wouldn't you? I'm using the house TM, so don't get the wall either way. This guy would from both sides. +3. Low vis is +4. -2 is a +2 on the 8. Non-assault would be a +1 on the 8. 9. 9 on the 8 is a pending task check. Nothing versus the crew, which sucks. At least he's pinned. Eight, 4, down to the 2. Residual. You. Odd numbers get a move command, so let's go to 3. Nearest friendly controlled VPO in LOS. That one, okay. And what about the other guys? The evens? Double time towards nearest friendly controlled. Stop upon if no enemy in LOS. Yeah, well, you're not going to do that. You're going to do this. You're going to assault move into here. You're going to final fire with a 6. 6 down 2. 1 check. Break. And then, actually, this would be a 1, wouldn't it? And then you are going to do the same. So I'll move into there. You're fine. I'm not going to waste that shot. You guys have to start moving. So let's try a smoke grenade into W18. No effect. I'm just finished my move, which sucks. We're going to try the same thing, a smoke grenade. All right, we do. And then we'll assault move into that. Wait till defensive fire and the smoke clears before I shoot. You. Start for 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. I could dispense smoke dischargers with a 5. They are considered elite, so it would be a 6 actually. I don't know if it's worth firing. They're small target. I'm going to be a base 9 to hit. Small target is a 7. Buttoned up is a 6. With the smoke, would bring it down to a 4. And motion and all that. So I don't think I would hit them. I could shoot at them with the +3, but or 2, but again, they're just so small. And now it would be a +4 now. I'm not going to shoot at them. So they're going to try a smoke discharger for a 6 or less. They don't. All right, so that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to stop there and delay and try and give those guys some cover. You here, you're going to dash to V16. And then we'll bring on these guys here. 1, 2, 3, activate. 4 as a nothing. You. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Activate. 9 is a squad with smoke. We have a 648 assault engineer. Nice. You know, 2, 4, 5. Activate there. That'll be a 648. Not commando. They're starting to pack up now. Starting to pack up now. All right, 2, 3, 4. 6 is going to be a half squad. 3, 4, 8. Not commando. 3, 3, 8. Excuse me. All right, so then get over there. Thank you. You. 2, 3. You will not enter location with 2 squads, so you'll be forced to come this way. And are you activated? Yes. As another half squad. That's a 436. 447. Walking wounded. On after 18 a.m. On after 18 a.m., eh? Alright, so you're walking wounded 447, which means you only have 3 move and all that. Two, 3, 4, 5. 7 is nothing. Two, 3, can't come there. 7 is nothing. 2, 4, 5, 6. 11. Carrier and a squad. Squad and support weapon. So 6, 4, 8. Not a commando. With a 7 will be no weapon. So 6, 4, 8. Three, 4, 5. Stuck there. Activation. We have a squad. 6, 4, 8. Commando. Half squad. Half squad's going to be a 4, 5, 8 half squad. And then lastly, as a 7 is a nothing. Alrighty. There we go. That's it for the moves. We can go to defending fire. And we can see what we can shoot up now. We have some targets, a plethora of targets. This guy needs to make his command dial, which he already did. Forgot to put that on. And the 8-1 up top. You bastard, you. The troops are in because of him, but him not. So this guy's going to be on the 16 up 4. 9 on the 16 should be a 1 check for this guy. And a 4, 5, 8. So they're good, and a sniper. No sniper. This guy here is going to be a 12 up 4. And then a 12 up 4. Actually, I'm going to fire on the Piat under the carrier. It's going to be a 12 up 3. No effect. Not going to fire. You guys here are going to fire at the fanatic dude. No. We're going to fire at this guy here. It's going to be a 12 flat. 2 on the 12 is a K. KIA. 1 KIA. Okay. We have a leader and a squad. Squaddy buys it. And you're broke. And then this guy here. We'll fire 6 up 1. No effect. Tank. 8 firepower machine gun with a +1. 8 on the 8's an NMC for the heroic leader. And the squad. Squad's fine. Now the main gun. on the carrier. Rate of fire, so acquisition. Wait, he actually has acquisition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So base 9. Buttoned up is 8. Carrier size brings it down to a 6. Motion and all that brings it down to a 4. Acquisition brings it up to a 6. So that's a miss. Rate of fire. Miss. Rate of fire. That will hit. Anything but a 12. All right, so that's a flame and wreck. And that's going to be it for that. Advancing fire. What do we have? You guys are pinned. So it's going to be 2 up. Probably not worth it. 4. 4 up 4. Too far away. Road phase. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then advance. All right, we have stealth on our side because we have a commando. Let's use that. You guys are all going to come here. Right, they're getting dangerously close. Not good. And there's going to be more waves coming too in the next round. And then I have to move this guy as well. Let's go into the building. All right, we have the one close combat. Now, nothing for the Germans. British have stealth on their side because of the commando. So they're at a -1. So they're at a 1. And the German is at a 4. So the British have ambush. Now, I forget if they have hand-to-hand. Is hand-to-hand an option? Hand-to-hand. If they win ambush. All right, so they are going to go hand-to-hand. And they are going to go with 8 to 7. So it's going to be 1 to 1, which means they're going to need a 7 or less with a -1. 8 to 7, 1 to 1. So they're going to need a 7 with a -1 to kill all the Germans. So 8 or less is a result. 8 or less. All right, you failed. 1 to 2 is a 6 or less with a +1. All right, so they rolled. They can withdraw, which they're going to do. Let's go back to here. And, yeah, we'll do that. Pins are gone. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do there. All right, German turn 3. No rally events for the Germans, no reinforcements, so let's do wind change. We have gusts, so we're going to have blaze spreading. Which way? 1, 2. Isn't that convenient? We're going to have a flame appearing down here. Let's put a pin on that so that we know it doesn't spread this turn. And then yeah, all right, so let's go to rallies. We have nothing on the German side. On the British side, this guy does not rally. Prep fire. You guys got to move. You have to fire at the Piat before they get a chance to kill my tank. Remember, victory points for the British are extra if they destroy an AFE. Mr. 9-2 is in command. Let's start with this guy here. He's going to fire a 6 up 4. 9 on the 6 is a miss. Geez, who'd I fire at? I think I'm going to fire. Oh, geez, this is going to be 16 firepower coming back. So these guys are a bigger threat. Let's do this here. This is going to be a 12 up 3 attack. 12 up 3. That sucks. No effect. And nothing versus the crew. I'm going to have to spray fire these guys. We're going to have 9 or so on the A table. Plus 1 for both locations. Actually, minus 1 for both locations. 8 down 1. 7 on the 8 is a 1 check for this guy. And the 2-4-8 broke. And this guy here is going to fire on the heroic 9-1 with the leader and the top guy. That's going to be 12 flats. 2 on the 12 is set as a 1K. 2 on the 12 is in fact a 1KIA. So who gets it, the 9-1 or the 6-4-8? 9-1, 6-4-8, they're both tied, and they're both dead. Isn't that convenient? All right, now the other 6-5-8 is going to fire here at the 6-4-8. That's going to be a 6 up 1. Well, random atmospheric noise. I got smoke in the way. I can't see. Shit. Well, I got no targets for you, so you're just going to hang out. You guys are fired, so you're just going to hang out. Not going to move the tanks yet. I think we're good to go to move. And let's start with this guy here. We're just going to salt move to Y14. This tank, you're going to stay where you are. Shreks are in the rear just in case I need to deploy forward. That guy there We're going to come here for bypass 1, bypass 2, 3. This tank we are going to move. All right, so get rid of that. We're going to start for 1. That would be 2, 3. Pivot 4. 5, 6, 7. Pivot 8. Stop for 9. Hey, Dave. Yep, catch up later. Thank you, buddy. Yep. Yeah, I'll be on for a few hours there today, so you guys working on a Saturday. Nice. Yeah, get some sleep, and then you catch my video, the VOD. Thank you very much. So yeah, we'll stop there. That gives me some fire, some protection. We'll have close protection here in BB-19 from the infantry, and the tank will be covered. So that's good enough for that. Defending fire. Let's see what damage we can cause. Let's do... So you first. 8-0. You don't panic. That's going to be on 12 up. Let's do the A1. 12 up 4. 9 on the 12 is an NMC. 8-1. And, oh, heated battle. And the other guy. So they're both good. Sniper and heated battle roll. We have, here we have heroic and battle hardened. So we're trading off battle hardened and heroic leaders. And sniper. No sniper. All right, so that's that for you guys. Here. And the carrier are both good. So we're going to do a fire group. We're going to have 16 up 4. 9 on the 16 is a 1 check for the leader, who is broken. And the squad, who is pinned. Now the leader lost task check. Is fine. This guy here, going to be a 12 up 4. 10 on the 12 is a pinning, so the 9 leader. Pinned, and the 658 is fine. You guys, I think I'm going to fire group. So this is going to be 10 on the 12 table. 12 up 4. 7 on the 12 is a 2. 7 on 12 is a 1 check. Versus this guy here. We have a leader, squad, squad. So one of these is broken. And then we're going to fire group again. We're going to do 10. 12 firepower plus 4. That's going to miss. You're not going to fire. You guys are done. Let's go to advancing fire. And let's do our heroic leader. This is going to put it up. So this guy's going to be 7 assault fire. This will put it on the 8. Led by the leader will be an 8. 8 up 3 into there. 8 up 3. No effect. Nothing else is going to shoot. You're going to fire to get acquisition on here. So let's do the machine guns first. It'll be a 4 up 1. And then the main cannon. So we get acquisition. And road phase. All right, so you're going to have to come back. Let's bring the 8-1 back in. I think we're going to have to start establishing a rally point for broken dudes. Oh, wait. The leader was pinned, wasn't he? Yeah, all right. That's fine. We'll just get to that in a second. And then you have to run as well. So we're just going to come back here. Matter of fact, we're going to come here. I think it's a stronger position that you have to go through. Right. And now you can slink back to... Now you're kind of messed up here. If you come to here, which you have to, you're going to see this guy here, which means you cannot head to W15. You're going to have to come all the way to T16. Actually, no, V16 is your destination. As a matter of fact, this guy here would have had to head to there as well. Because it's closest. You would have had to head to that one. Oh well. All right, and then I think that's good. We can go advanced phase for the Germans. Do we want to jump on that 7 to 8? I don't think I do. Pin there. I can't do that. You're going to advance to here. Close protection. Let's come forward. More firepower, less chance jumping in. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll go to close combat, none. Route phase, we have no concealment gain. And then we should be into turn 4. All right, so low vis is over. And we can do normal maneuvers now. All right. A couple more rounds of reinforcements are coming in. Let's go to... Oh, yeah, my reinforcements show up for the Germans. We have 8 coming in this time. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A couple more for good measure. Wow, it's a lot of 9s. All right. We are doing 1, 3. We have a 9, 7, 8. We have another 9, and then we have a 4. Another 9, another 9, 9, 8. All right. So then we have 16 left to go. Maybe one, or no, we should have about two more rounds of reinforcements coming in, which is not too bad because we haven't lost anything yet. Casualties are in our favor. We've killed off 14. We haven't lost anything. I actually was thinking this is going to be a lot worse, but it's not too bad at all. I may have to change the victory conditions a little bit. Of course, I do have to try this from the other side as well as the British defending against the German, because this is a two-parter scenario where you can do it on both sides, either attacking or defending as the British or the German. Pins come off. Rallies. All right, so we have 2 self rallies here. One, and the other guy is gone. And our leader. Fearless leader is back in action. All right. Pick up this mortar here. And we have 1 self rally here with a leader. And the other guy will have to wait his turn. Alrighty. Can we get a rush in on the Germans? Except for that, let's go to prep. I gotta take a quick bio break, guys. I should be back in a couple minutes. I gotta grab some more water too, so just give me a second. All right, let's get back into it. Shooting. Well, shooting has really not been effective for the British. I want to do a focus fire onto these guys now, or do I continue to split my fire into two different attacks? And then I got to worry about what's this guy going to do. I think I'm going to have to send him around to here. At any rate, let's see what they do. So this guy here will have to do one of these. That's a move command, but again, he's nowhere to move, surrounded by enemies, so we're going to fire. And we're going to do a 12 table up 3. 12 up 3. Yeah, see, I wasted that freaking 3 on the action die roll. This guy here. This is going to be on the 16 up 3. 10 on the 16 should be an NMC. Yeah, NMC. All right, so we go 1, 2. One guy's pinned. I could fire the Piot as well. I may as well fire the Piot. 1 hex range is a 9. We have 3 for the building, brings it down to a 6. All right, well, I almost broke it. This assault engineer here. And the 458 beside him. If I fire group, that would be 16 table, which is what I think I'm going to do. 16 up 3 into here. Come on, man. What the hell's going on? These guys here are going to move. You guys are going to have to move, barring panic. Yeah, I cannot sit here and just on my laurels. Do we have smoke for this? We have smoke. Shit. I've completely forgot about the fact that I have smoke. This guy's got a smoke discharger as well, which we're going to utilize, barring panic. So, I must remember to use smoke. Hopefully that little reminder. Keep up the text as well, so I'm going to use that in the future. This guy here is going to move. Yeah, British mortars, man. I got to use smoke. And that guy's going to move as well. You. I think you're going to be my rally point, so I'm going to keep you in the back for now. And the yellows will obviously be moving. So let's get to move. We'll start with this guy here. He cannot go forward because there's too many units. So we're going to come back here for 3. Which would activate because of non-assault. And as a 12, squad leader. Squad leader. So we're going to have a 648 commando with a 458. And the leader's a 9, should get us a -1, which means we have an 8-0 still. All right, that was 3. And then we're going to come here for 4, 5. I'm probably going to shoot. Yeah, I do have a shot here. Let's take this shot from the tank. Assuming I don't panic. Alright, so the tank shot is going to be an 8 firepower plus 4 down 1, so 8 up for 3. No effect, and the main cannon. That'll be a miss. Right, let's do you. Right, you're in command. You're heroic, so you're automatically in command anyways, but for the units. And that's going to be on the 16 with a +1. 9 on the 16 is going to be a 1 check. 1, 2, 3. All right, so both squads are broken. And the leader is fine. First fire from you. You guys... You're going to throw a smoke grenade into this location. You're going to try a smoke grenade in that location. You're going to go 1, 2, 3 into there. For you, it's going to cost you 5. You're going to be CX'd when you do it. So I'm going to put you at the bottom of the pile. You're going to be CX. I'm not going to bother firing now because, again, I can wait till later. Over here, we're going to try smoke grenade W18. No effect. I'm going to assault move anyways. I may as well try a shot there with the squad. Let's do a 6 down 1. 5 on the 6 is a 2. One check. All right, enough to break. Right, you're going to assault move there. You're going to take a 2 down 1 shot. And that's no effect. You're going to try smoke grenade into W18. No, before you do that, this guy here is going to spark up for 1, 2, 3. He's going to come here for 4 and pop a smoke discharger. Alright, so he's going to get smoke off as he expends that movement point, which is going to cost him 1. Now, I believe he's going to get that off before he gets this shot off. That would be a +2 for the smoke, 3 for the wreck. 2 for motion would be a total of +5. Button up is +6. Small target is a +8. There's no way in hell this guy would even hit him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'd need snake eyes to hit him. So that's not going to happen. Barring a critical hit. So I don't think he would take that shot. could try the machine guns with a +2 for the crew exposed and all this other crap, but that's fine. So you're going to get that off. Sort of 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop your smoke. Stop for 5. You're going to start up in reverse for 6. And then you're going to come back here for 11 and stop for 12. Now you guys are going to assault move into here. You're going to assault move into there. You guys are going to come up to here. You'll come up behind the burning wreck. And you as well. All right, units that are off board. Which way are we going? We're coming south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to join them next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activation. As a 7 is a dummy. Two, 3, 4. Half squad. We have an engineer half squad. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. The first guy I forgot to activate, and the second guy. So we're both going to activate as a dummy and a 4. So this guy's a dummy. And a 4 is squad support weapon leader. Squad support weapon and a leader. Alrighty, well, that's a 4, 5, 8. With a smoke. 10 is a support weapon, and we change that. I think that's an LMG. LMG, yep. And a 9 should bring us to an 8-0 leader. Not really, Pugs. I wouldn't mind doing some D4 this evening, if you're up for that. Maybe after 6 my time, so I think that's like 5 o'clock your time, or maybe later. I have no plans. I got to write up more rule sets, but that aside, I got no plans. I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe I'll stream another scenario of this. I got to play the other side too, so. Leader, 8-0. You know, work in your van tomorrow if it's not raining. And that is the movement phase. All right, so let me go defending fire. Final fire on this guy. Rain all weekend day. Yeah, it's not supposed to be nice here, I think, until like Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it just sucks. Just been a miserable May. It rained all weekend that we were stuck inside the hotel playing our game, and it's raining all week. All well overcast anyway. So these guys probably should have activated, and these guys as well. Yeah, these guys should have activated. All right, so I got to do that. Let's do that. So we'll start with W14. 1, 2, both activate. 1, 2. 9 and a 6. So squad and a half squad. Squad and a half squad. So we have a 648 and a 458. Not a commando. And oh, that was a half squad, 458. All right, and then these guys, 1, 2, will both activate as a nothing and a half squad. And a half squad is a 648. All right, so not horrible. I think the SS can handle this. Yeah, so final fire, we're going to do a 6 up, 2 into here. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. So the leader is fine. 338 dead, and the 458 is fine. Sniper. Sniper's hot. 1 for 4. First sniper is in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, which means it's going to land on you guys. Half squad, squad. Really? So it's going to take the squad out. Break him. And do a second sniper check on the other guy. No. All right, and then you are in command. So let's do... Oh, wait, I got to take away the smoke. Let's fire on those guys. They're a bigger threat. And we're going to do a... Oh, wait, no, you already first fired. So it's going to be 6, 12, 12 down 2. 5 on the 12 is a 2 check. 648 is Elard. Disrupted in 2 half squads. And then you, we have 658 with the A1 is going to be on here. 6 down 1. 4 on the 6 is a 2 check. So 648 is 6 up 4 is 10. So you're going to be disrupted as well on 2 half squads. No, you're not disrupted. You're just broken to 2 half squads. Right, right. You're not disrupted yet. You. Broken and broken. Well, I think the attack is pretty well blunted. Everything on the British side is dying. I'm not even damaged yet. You are going to fire on this guy. No, you're not, because you can't see him. Too much smoke. That's going to be it for that. Advancing fire. And do we have any? Not anymore. Road phase. All right, so we have 2.5 squads. Let's go with this guy first. We're going to go upstairs. You guys are going to join him upstairs. You guys are going to come back to here. That is 1 squad worth. That is 2 squads worth. This is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. My rogue, I think, is only like 10 or 11 level. I gave it a little bit of a go, but... One, two, three, four, 5. Yeah, just completely nuked the center. How am I going to fix this? How do you fix this scenario so that it's more threatening? The SS. You have plenty of those, do you? Yeah. How do we fix this scenario? The SS are maybe starting too far forward. How do we fix this so that it's less unfair for the enemy? Advance phase for the British. Advance, 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 advance. No, let's come this way. Come that way. You'll come that way. You guys will go that way. Well, I guess I may as well jump in. I'm not winning any shooting matches, so I may as well try the close combat matches. And the unit is pinned, so... Alright, close combat. Let's see what's what. Over here, we have pinned as a +1 for ambush. British have nothing. Oh my, I have no commandos. That sucks. Alright, British are a 3. Germans are a 3 because they're pinned. No ambush. We are at 9 to 12, so it's going to be 1-1 for the British. They need a 5. And the Germans will be at 1-1. They need a 5. So nothing. All right, so now to boot, we get a heavy weapon section showing up for the Germans, which consist of a heavy and 2 mediums. SS heavy weapon platoon. Yeah, heavy and 2 mediums. Well, We definitely have to give the British more VP for each destroyed AFV. Right now, the Germans are winning with 16 to none. Oh, half of CVP. All right, so I got to recalculate that. What is this? That is worth 5. FRD, which will make this a 2. So 13. All right, so we round down the calculator for the any AFV. Oh, I've not been doing the +1 for my um, command die rolls. Make that a 3. Oh, waiting for the spam. Spam showing up. Very nice. Alrighty. Yeah. I don't know if this is worth continuing right now. It's too lopsided, even with all this coming on, which is not much. I just can't get the British past this line. They're getting shot to shit. Too much open territory for them to advance there. So this is the scenario that I'm using as a base. A bridge too far, number 4. We can see that it's the same map area. The unit compilation is pretty much the same. We've given them an extra heavy platoon to compensate for this. But unit-wise, they have 12 units, squads. Yeah, 6 for 8s, or 6 5/8s, not the 5 for 8s. But that aside, it's a very similar OB. Yeah, I don't know. It helps if they get smoke. If I change it to... What if I change it to a later date? 18 p.m. If I give them a smoke mission, that would help me get into their flanks or into their positions before they get in there. How would that work? We start off with, when do they get when do they get smoke anyways? Not prior to 18 p.m. So they get their 80 millimeter OBA not prior to 18 p.m. MOR HE only. Oh, they can only fire mortar. Or HE. They can't even fire smoke. Well, the alternative is to redo this and play it properly. I completely forgot that I had a smoke mortar. I could have blooped some rounds. I do have carrier smoke. I tried to drop another one, but my carrier blew up here. I did manage to get one off. But if I can use more smoke to cover my approach, I would have an easier go of it. But clearly this area here is death. What if I move the map up a little to the north? Would that make it a little bit better? Now, what if I move the map a little bit more to the north? Less open ground. What if I focus on this area? I could make it this area right here. I make it this area and call it like a block party mission, like the SASL mission block party. That might be worth looking into as well. Be 1, 2, 3. Oh, that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks. Yeah, so I know I'm just babbling to myself here, guys, but the problem with this scenario is that this open area here is death to anybody that crosses it. And unfortunately, there's so much of it. I can't funnel everything through here because the system does not allow for that. I have to roll randomly for each unit's movement, and it doesn't funnel them all through the cover. It funnels most of them, as you saw, through this open area where they just get shot to shit. So this one here needs changes. Needs changes. Yeah, all right, so that's 2.5 hours. I think that's enough for that one there. I'm going to have to work on this scenario. I mean, this is play testing. That's why we do it, right? To see what's what. I'm going to have to figure out why this one's not working. Besides the obvious, again, the open area. I can't give the British a smoke mission because their OBA does not support it. What if I make it a night mission? I could make it a night mission. I could make this a night mission for the British. That would be something. Oh, I made you a mod there a couple of weeks ago with their bugs. You've got the power, buddy. Bring down the mod hammer. Yeah, it was a couple streams ago when there was that one guy I couldn't figure out how to ban streamers or spam, so then I made you a I made you a moderator. You have the power. You have the power, my friend. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this a night. Night rules are in effect. Yeah, I think it's E1. I think it's E1. Yeah, E1. Yeah, so British enemy, the date is 18 night and night rules are in effect. If German enemy, the date is 19 a.m. and the British will be at ammunition shortage level 1 with a low visibility DRM for the first returns. What is our moon rate for this? There's no moon in scatter clouds. All right, so determine NVR per E11. No moon in scattered clouds. Add it to 3. So NVR is 2. All right, so there's going to be an NVR of 2. NVR of 2. All right. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try this one again. We're going to set it up, and we'll play this one again at some other point. We'll try that, and hopefully that will alleviate the British difficulties. And we'll see how that goes. All right, so that's going to be my Saturday stream. Nice little short one. Pugs, we'll give it a couple hours. Like I said, maybe 3-4 hours from now, we'll get back on. I got to do up some more writing on some other solitaire rules, and then I'll jump on to some Diablo 4 with you. Sounds good? Awesome. All right. Thank you guys very much for sticking around. Watch me do my play testing, babbling. A lot of babbling going on. I get that. Sorry about that. It's got to be done, right? Thank you guys again, and we'll catch you guys real soon. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back on. We'll try a night mission with the enemy coming in at night, and we'll see.